Beloved and respected, blessed families and members throughout the world, as we enter this season in which Heavenly Parent blessings abound evermore richly throughout all creation, I pray that each of you will have a meaningful week experiencing the commitment we shared with True Father and the love of True Mother in your daily lives. Last week, under the theme, the question, the day of all true things asked of us, we reflected on the providential course True Father walked to complete the 6,000 years history of restoration, and how that providence finds its ultimate fulfillment through True Mother's mission as the only begotten daughter. In particular, we emphasize that the question posed by the Day of All True Things is not a simple issue of commemorating a historic day. Rather, it calls blessed families today to a deeper spiritual reflection. How fully do we understand and embody the will of a true parent and the providential mission entrusted to True Mother? This week, continuing in the spirit of that reflection, I would like to share with you the journey of the Heavenly Europe and Middle East Continental Tour, 13 days course held from late May under the theme, True Father's Commitment, True Mother's Love. From May 22 to June 3rd, I visited Germany, Albania, Italy, and Spain, connecting with various schedules including worship service, meetings with leaders and young people, and inauguration ceremonies for new leadership. In Germany, the special Pentecost worship service, long-standing tradition in Heavenly Europe, was held at the Camberg Training Center. This is the same meaningful gathering that was held on grander scale in 2024, when True Mother personally attended and spoke. With approximately 3,000 members participating both in person and online, it was a time of grace when we reflected upon the true essence of Jesus, the value of the only begotten daughter, and Heavenly Parent's providence of salvation through True Parent, while returning to the original point of our faith. A notable event during the worship service was the inauguration of Heavenly Europe and Middle East Continental Youth Director. Following True Mother's victorious entrance into the Cheonwon-gung Cheonil Sanctum, the Heavenly Europe and Middle East continent has been preparing for new beginning, centering on the new generation and Pure Water members. Through an opening recruitment process and rigorous evaluation, Karen Park, a second-generation member from Germany, was selected for this position. In an inaugural address, Director Park expressed her determination to offer value to Heavenly Parent and True Parents through a heart of filial love, to serve Europe's upcoming generation, and to contribute to the providence. This was more than a simple personnel appointment. It symbolized the beginning of a new era in which the younger generation, raised in True Mother's love, is now taking up its providential responsibility and carrying it forward. At the conclusion of the inauguration ceremony, continental leaders and members joined hands around the new youth director and offered a unison prayer. That prayer expressed both the hope that the faith and traditions safeguarded by the elder generation would be fully inherited by the younger generation, and the determination of young people to carry that legacy forward, opening path to the future. Through this beautiful scene of trust and unity bridging the generations, we were able to witness the pure water generation, nurtured through true mother's love, rising as the central actor in the Providence. It signified new hope and a powerful new beginning for the heavenly Europe and Middle East continent. On June 1st, a special Sunday service was held in Madrid, Spain, commemorating the retirement of Mary Vaughan and Miguel Calvis, who have led the church in Spain for 18 years, and the inauguration of a new three-couple co-pastoral leadership team. Mary Vaughan Calvis reflected that she had never considered herself as having leadership potential. However, 18 years ago, at a meeting in the United States, her father, concerned that the position of a Spanish national leader had remained vacant for a long period, personally appointed her from among those present, giving her the direction, serve as a national leader. Although it was an unexpected call, Mary Vaughan decided to obey her father's direction. The members in Spain likewise united around her parents' will and supported her leadership as they built the community together. Having upheld her father's instruction and served the community for 18 years, the Calvis family has now reached a new turning point. Following her mother's victorious entrance into the Cheonwon-gung Cheonil Sanctum, and amid the unfolding providence centering on a new generation, second generation blessed families who were born and raised in Spain have resolved to assume responsibility for the ministry through a co-pastoral leadership model. The inauguration ceremony was a moving testimony that the obedience and devoted effort that began with one simple direction from true Father 18 years ago have now borne fruit in the forms of younger generation leaders. At the same time, it was a moment of great hope, showing that the providence centering on a new generation, which true mother has consistently emphasized, is becoming a tangible reality in our mission locations. During my visit to Europe, I also had the opportunity to visit the factory of Spanish Dongil Company, one of our providential business, where I personally witnessed how a providential commitment inherited from your father has borne fruit over the course of half a century. Company President Segundo Marchand recalled the time in 1975 when your father instructed the European members to distribute ginseng product. In those days, there was little foundation to support the mission, and the members began with small business efforts, maintaining firm faith in true Father's word. Today, 50 years later, that seed of obedience has grown into a company employing approximately 100 people and generating annual sales exceeding $10 million, providing a foundation for the support of both the mission and the local community. At the conclusion of the tour, Mr. Ma Chuan shared this testimony. Heavenly Parent is with our factory. Because this company is operated for the sake of the providence, it has been able to succeed. I'm simply grateful. Through this visit, we were able to see that a seed planted through one word from True Father has borne fruit that now sustains a community. We also witnessed how churches, training centers, and public assets throughout the heavenly Europe and Middle East continent are being faithfully maintained and passed down through the devotion and sacrifice of early members. In doing so, we could deeply feel that our commitment shared with fathers continue to live and move today within mother's love. Beloved members, throughout this tour, I was able to observe one common thread across Europe. The seed that True Father planted and growing within True Mother's love. The new generation is assuming responsibility. The devotion of the older generation is bearing a fruit. Communities and providential foundations are being passed on to the next generation. During this coming week, I encourage you to take time to reflect on Father's commitment and Mother's love are taking shape within your families and community. Please recall the small commitment and practices you once made with True Father and prayerfully consider how you can continue and embody them today within True Mother's love. I would also encourage our younger generation youth to listen carefully to the stories of your first generation parent and senior members. Ask them about the promises they carried in their heart as they walk with the true parents. Those stories are more than just memories of the past. They are the inheritance that you will carry forward into the future. I pray that the blessing of a Heavenly Parent and true parents will flow abundantly into your families and your lives throughout the coming week. Thank you. Once again, Heavenly Parents bless you.